where any of these teams can go. Nobody named a player from the Indiana Fever. I didn't notice that. None of us named a player from the Indiana Fever. Hey, some may call us haters. I don't know. It is what it is. I want to know, how serious is the Indiana Fever? Like, how serious is the Indiana Fever about making it through these playoffs to even get a championship? How serious are they after watching the first games of May? I mean, how they looking? I'm gonna let you go first. I am Zoe Media.
What's the question again?
How serious is the Indiana Fever?
Uh, the Indiana Fever are as serious as Natasha Cloud carries them. I mean, Natasha Howard carries them. This team actually isn't put together very well. When they played Atlanta the first time, it was glaring. They don't have a real facilitator. It's just a lot of ISO basketball. And when Caitlin Clark plays, they complain she don't got no help. But look at how they play when she isn't there. This team needs a real true facilitator. I don't care. Don't come up here with her assist, man. This team needs a facilitator. Caitlin Clark is really a shooting guard. This team needs a facilitator because DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard can't be their best selves when Caitlin Clark has the ball. Like, they don't even really know how to play off of her, because when you're a wing, see what happens is when you're a big, you can play with anybody. But when you're a wing, you need someone to set you up in the right areas. That means you got to direct traffic. As a big, all AB got to do is go pick and roll, and Caitlin Clark will find it cutting down the lane. That ain't really hard to do. But when you got to orchestrate the offense, that's when your wings and your twos get involved. Kelsey Mitchell has been a shell of herself. I'm really trying to figure out how Stephanie White gets this. How did Stephanie White get in the category with Becky Hammond and all of them? That's what I'm trying to figure out. When did she get to their level? How is she a tier 1 coach? Like, Caitlin Clark not being there is literally exposing her for all this guru of offense that y'all told me she was going to put together. So I'm trying to figure out, where's her offense at? What is she doing to help this team win when your best shooter isn't there? Where's your offense? Where's your offense? And then all y'all in the offseason went hype up Sydney Colson. Why did they sign Arian McDonald if Sydney Colson was this great backup point guard? What happened? I thought Sydney Colson, the Aces didn't know how to use her. Y'all was going to remember y'all taking them. Remember all you Fever fans, y'all were taking them shots at the Aces, saying the Aces didn't know how to use her. Why y'all ain't get y'all a new point guard? Why Stephanie White ain't using her? I need all of y'all to go get all them tweets when y'all was hating on AJ Wilson them, saying they just had her riding on the bench. I need all of you Fever fans to go get them tweets and put them back up again. Don't hide now. I need y'all to tell me why they didn't get another point guard when y'all got your backup point guard. Then DeWanna Bonner retire. Just go ahead. You don't got nothing to prove, my darling. You number 3 in scoring. You ain't gonna catch Tina Charles because she's still playing too. You number 3 in scoring. You ain't gonna catch Tina Charles in DT. Go ahead on. You a shell of yourself. You give up. I watched that game that night. DeWanna Bonner gave up so many dribble drives. I was like, Stephanie White, you're not gonna sub her out the game? She gave up at least 15 points in the first quarter. Well, y'all got no defense. Y'all have no defense. AB don't look excited on the floor right now because she's not getting the ball. Like, this is a mess. This is a mess. And Ari McDonald ain't about to come fix that. Y'all about to lose y'all next 2 games too. Ari McDonald ain't coming to fix that.
That was the wrong pick. They shouldn't have went after Ari McDonald. They should have went and got somebody else. But yeah,
man, I'm just trying to figure out. Look, this team is middle of the pack. This GM survey that came out where they were supposed to be the 96 Bulls and all of this nonsense, man, y'all got to stop it, man.
Come on, bro.
Y'all got to stop it, man. This team gonna have a 500 record at the end of the season. This is not a good team. And I don't know why y'all believe in Stephanie White, Connecticut gave her on a silver platter Kurt Miller's team, and she couldn't do nothing with it. That wasn't her team.
That's a fact.
Showtime.
Fact.
It was like who you were talking about the other day? With the Golden State. What's his name?
Steve Kerr. Mark Jackson.
No, before him.
Mark Jackson.
Connecticut gave her for Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr, and she couldn't do nothing with that team. Come on, man. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? This team is in disarray. What are we doing, man? 2 games. Y'all won 2 games after all them GM surveys. 2 games.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like Chicago was their Super Bowl for sure. What do you have on this topic, Showtime?
Bro, I was the first, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember. Now, Sean, my HD called me one day, HD. You remember? HD said, Showtime, you're right. That team is not going to be that good. I was the first one that told y'all, this team ain't what y'all think it is. They got so many holes in their game. They banking on outscoring teams, but they can't stop nobody. And you know one of the biggest mistakes they made was letting Erica Wheeler walk. You see how Erica Wheeler looking right now?
Man,
they played Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler was cooking the Aces yesterday. She been killing all year long. Y'all let her walk away. What Prince said was 100% correct. CC is more of a 2 than a 1, but people won't understand that because they'll look at the assists. But this team right here needs a traditional point guard, especially coming off the bench. They have nobody that can put everybody in their spot. Sophie Cunningham, look, bro, I know she can shoot the ball and all that, but look, this whole little roster they put together was false advertisement. They told everybody that Sophie Cunningham some 3-and-D. She is not a 3-and-D. She's a 3. That's it. There's no D that goes along with her 3. Kelsey Mitchell right now. Huh?
She out. She's not even playing.
Yeah, they said she's not playing tomorrow. Look, you know what's crazy? Lexi Hall is out playing. She's looking better than Sophie Cunningham. She's looking better than these new acquisitions. I actually think Lexi Hall looks like the 3rd, 4th best player on this team right now. Natasha Howell looks a step behind. I saw Natasha Howell last year. I didn't see no defensive stopper. Those were years ago. We going like she's living on reputation right now. And DeWanna Bonner, we had a conversation off the line. We said, look, a couple of these players are going to struggle. They're not getting the same. They're not getting the same opportunity to score the ball like they did last year. Like Kelsey Mitchell, for example. She's out to a slow start. And I blame Stephanie White. But everybody keeps telling us that Stephanie White is the female version of Greg Popovich. But she have never put a team together and actually won. All that stuff she did connected was Kurt Miller work. He went to the conference finals before she even got the team. But she gets all this credit for something she had nothing to do with. She was part of the coaching staff. He literally gave her that team. Literally. That's what happened. And she ain't did nothing special. Now, let's look. I know some people like, well, they didn't have Caitlin Clark last 2 games. All right, y'all. They had Caitlin Clark for how many games again? 4 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got 4 games worth of sample size. Lost the Chicago Sky. They look like the Showtime Lakers against the Chicago Sky. And then they turned around, went to Atlanta, and they forgot their balls at the house. They totally forgot how to play basketball all of a sudden. I don't like. Look, this team is everything I said it was. It's what it is, bro. That's what this team is. It reminds me of the 2007, 7 seconds or less, Phoenix Suns. You know, that style is fun to watch, but they're not going to win you a lot of games. That's not going to help you win championships. Even with CC on the court, they wasn't that great offensively. And then they were struggling to close games. That one game against Atlanta, with CC struggling, everybody struggled. They closed. But the other game against Atlanta, what about the Liberty game? this team just too up and down. Kelsey Mitchell, she's right now. As of right now, she seems like she's out of Stephanie White favor. You know what I'm saying? She's not one of her favorites. Seem like last year she looked a lot. She came out slow. She started the season out slow, but she started to pick it up because what happened was Christy Sides put the ball in her hands a lot more and let her rock. With this offense right here, I think her and this is my opinion. I don't think her and Stephanie White see eye to eye to me. She don't seem like she comfortable with this offense. This team got a lot of issues. They are old. They have no backup point guard. Who's that backup center? Dantes? Come on, bro. They not cutting the cake with this roster. And all these flaws we speak of, look, these younger teams not gonna be able to expose it. Well, Connecticut did, I will say that. But once they got to play against Vegas and Minnesota and New York, bro, they're not gonna stand a chance. That's all I gotta say about it.
Don't forget Mercury in Seattle.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, I mean, again, all great points. The construction, the structure of the team, all of that everybody was gassing up. I completely agree. I never thought they were going to be good, based on the players they acquired. I also think I don't think people realize what's about to happen in 2026. Like, Caitlin gonna be on an island on that team. Like, AB not staying. Lexi's not staying. Those two older players ain't staying. Kelsey Mitchell not staying. But she's stuck on a rookie contract in Indiana. So she'll be the one over there on the island while most of them players is not going to be on that team. I assure you. Most of those players, a lot of them players is leaving for sure. For sure. She'll be lucky if maybe like 2 or 3 of them is still there. But that starting 5 ain't going to be that starting 5. Unless they set up an offshore account or something for AB or something like that.
I think in a perfect world, I think they want a defensive guard that can get their own shot on the side of CC, and you really don't have that. You know who has that? Chicago, right? They have that Ariel Atkins, right? They gonna have to order them really make this thing work. They're gonna have to put some legit defensive players on their team that can cover up CC flaws, get a backup point guard that can run a second unit. It's too much.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I said. You just pointed. You just align with what I'm saying. Like when you was about to just go on a rant about all they had to do. That's a rebuild. That's literally a rebuild. Like, it's another rebuild for Indiana Fever. You know what I'm saying? So, and they've been rebuilding so long, and AB was a part of that. But where they're messing up is they're not about to they having some of the same issues as other teams, man. The people who they need to stay are not going to want to stay at the end of this. They're not winning them over. I don't believe that they'll win them over by the end of the season. I don't think Steph is winning them over either. And that's obviously important. And so I think, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of those players won't be there next year. And building around her is going to be hard because of her style of basketball, and it's hard getting her out of it. I don't know if they have the power, I guess you could say, to get her out of it, and it's hard to build around that.
DC can't play out the ball, Key. Let's just be honest. It's no slight against her. She just can't play out the ball. I mean, we got to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
We can't. Yeah, she can come off a couple pin down and shoot the ball. That's not playing off the ball, really.
Yeah.
That's just not her style, Key. Yeah. And just the reality, and this one I understand. All the stuff y'all asking Stephanie White to do, Christy Siles trying to do the same thing, and y'all kicked her out of the door. So now everybody is destroying Stephanie White. So why do y'all get rid of Christy Siles again?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. I think they keep her another year, and see what she do with that before they let her go. But HD, what do you have on this topic?
Well, Prince proved me right because I told y'all the girl's a 2 guard. I said this from the beginning. But I said this before we did our first episode. I think we talked about it. I said the same thing. Like, what did Stephanie White prove? And then your adjustments are terrible. And then you got rid of at least 2 or 3 of your wings that could have helped you right now. Jaylen Brown could have helped you. She's in Connecticut. The other girl, I think her name is Esam or S. I can't think of her name. She's gone. She could have helped you. Breezy Hall's still out there. You could have used her way more than Timpson, but everybody was riding this Timpson train. When I've been watching this girl at Florida State, her career, because that's my school. So I kept saying, you don't have enough defenders. Who's going to defend? Like, who's going to say, yo, Prince, I got this. Yo, Key, I got this. Yo, Show, I got this. I'm a defend. I'm a lock them up. They ain't got no lockdown person. And then their bench is a joke. You got Sid Colson. Look, we got to stop putting all this stock in Athletes Unlimited. I'm not trying to hate these women. They get in their paper. But a lot of y'all that went to Athletes Unlimited, that doesn't translate all the time back to the W. To me, what they should have done was they should have took the route the Phoenix Mercury took. The Phoenix Mercury got rid of all their picks and they went overseas to get them all type of players on training camp contracts. They picked up their big 3. One of them is down, Collier Copper. Alyssa Thomas is down, but you still got Satu. So you got 3 of your stars and you got a whole team of players who are both sides of the ball players. You got some that are specialists. They should have did that. They don't even have nobody to handle the ball. So now you bring in Ari McDonald. Ari McDonald ain't nothing but a scoring guard. Like, go look at Odyssey Sims. Go look at Odyssey Sims. That's Ari McDonald. That's Ari. If you want Ari McDonald's, except Odyssey Sims is a better defender and Odyssey Sims a better passer. But they're practically the same. They're scoring guards. Now you're gonna put this scoring guard with Kelsey Mitchell. How is that going to help Kelsey Mitchell? How is that going to help DeWanna Bonner?
Not, bro.
How? I don't know why they didn't get a point guard. Like, I really don't get it. Because
they literally telling you. They believe what we saying, HD. They're trying to find somebody to replicate what they see. Ari McDonald is what they see Caitlin Clark as, a scoring guard. They know her assists are inflated. They're looking for scoring because they think somebody in their backcourt can replace what Caitlin Clark brought to the table. But they're literally showing you they see Caitlin Clark as a shooting guard.
Right. Correct. Exactly.
But it's not helpful to their team. It's quite literally detrimental. So
But this is also the problem. My bad, Key. This is also the problem. I said this before the season. Y'all can keep calling me a hater. Y'all done ganged up and put me in YouTube jail. So I'm still talk shit from the YouTube jail on you people. Look, she can't play off the ball. She can't look. I've never seen a lot of great players who can't play without the ball in their hands. Like, you have to be able to run without the ball in your hands. You got to. She don't know how to do that. Then defensively, you're getting cooked. Every play is like 4 on 5. Well, no, excuse me. 3 on 5. No, it's 2 on 5 because none of their perimeter players play no defense unless Lexi Hole is not a defender. She's a good help defender. She's a scrapper. She gives energy. God bless her soul. She plays with energy and she play hard, but she be put on this skillet too. She's in the skillet in the kitchen right now. So you don't have anybody to come in. Then Sophie Cunningham, I'm finna get on her real quick. So I'm sorry. Sophie Cunningham, I told everyone before the season, y'all came to my page hating, saying, I don't like Sophie Cunningham. No, I don't like. You know why I don't like her? Because she's trash. She don't play defense. She barely shoot threes, and she's not a consistent scorer. The only reason she played for the Mercury was because the person we got on our team that's cooking for some reason Four Eyes over there don't want to put her in. Becca Allen was starting over her, and they were winning with Becca Allen. And when Becca Allen went down, Phoenix started losing. You know why? It was mainly because of her, because everybody was trying to cover up for her lack of defense and old behind DT. So again, Natasha Howard, what did she show you these past 2 years? She's not the same Natasha Howard. She's not. And you guys want to get mad. You should have never went after these old people. You should have done what I said, like Phoenix. Go get some players from overseas who can play off the ball, who can play defense, who could cover up for this girl's bad defense. But you didn't want to do that. Then you don't have enough playmakers on your squad. You had a chance to get playmakers. You had a chance to go get a pow. You had a chance to go get other players too that could have filled in. Look, listen, Pow's not the greatest player, but Pow's doing a heck of a job alleviating the pressure off of her 2 stars on the team. You could have got her. You could have got a Sundale. You could have got anybody at the point guard to come in. But you know what y'all did? Y'all came in saying, we're just gonna build and beat Chicago. That's our Super Bowl. We're going to beat Chicago. We're going to show everybody we're the best. But they forgot you got the Aces, you got the Liberty, you got the Lynx, you got the Mercury, you got the Storm, you got all these teams that have loaded their teams up. You guys have got to stop making Caitlin Clark putting all this pressure trying to say she's Michael Jordan or LeBron James. She's not. She's Caitlin Clark. That's all she is. She has a logo 3. If she's not hitting that logo 3, your team is trash. Because if she's missing that 3, now I can load up on DB. I can load up on Kelsey Mitchell. I can load up on AB. And now what? So again, I said this from the beginning, Key, and everybody. I don't believe in this team. Prince and Show were the ones who told me about the team. I actually went to go dig into the team before we did that show, Key. And I'm with all of y'all. I didn't see it because you got rid of what you needed. And Tipson to me and Brianna Turner, those were 2 wasted pickups. They could have kept their wing players, and then they could have just got another playmaker with those wing players. They would have been fine, but they're backwards.